Former Fox News host Tucker Carlson claimed on X that Jill Biden's actions have deteriorated relations between the Bidens and the Obamas while trying to revive her husband's campaign. So I'll read you part of the tweet from Tucker Carlson. It says, from an unusually good source, Obama's tweet supporting Joe Biden was disingenuous. In private, Obama is telling people Biden can't win. Brad, what do you make of that?
Yeah, obviously I can't confirm or deny this report from this source, but it wouldn't shock me whatsoever. We just saw two major Democratic governors, Gavin Newsom and Gretchen Whitmer of California and Michigan, respectively, come out with almost verbatim tweets today saying, I support the president in his decision to run again. It's like the talking points have gone out from up top. But behind the scenes, I think almost all Democratic politicians and operatives and even media personalities are admitting that something is wrong here. Will they cling to Joe and just decide to stick with him? I actually think so. I do think he will stick it out. I could be wrong, but I think he has a little bit of a God complex. He thinks he's the only one who can beat Trump and save America from what he views as the horrors of a second Trump term. So I think he'll stubbornly cling to it. But no, I'm sure if we could see the group chat with Obama and a bunch of other Democrats right now saying what they really think about Joe Biden, it would be totally different than the PR tweets they've been encouraged by the White House to put out. I don't take a lot of that at face value. Obviously, that's PR speak more than truthful, honest analysis.
Absolutely. Would love to see that group chat as well. Nearly a third of Democrats think that Joe Biden should end his re-election bid after his poor debate performance against Donald Trump, according to a new Reuters and Ipsos poll. We also know that Joe Biden is going to give his first post-debate interview with the ABC. Brad, what can you expect? Are you surprised that he's actually going to front up to the cameras again?
Well, no, because he's got to do something to do damage control on this disaster. But what was interesting is that originally this ABC interview was going to be a cut up, like a package of highlights from an interview edited down. They've now announced they're doing it live, I think as a full hour, just
Great.
live to tape, like as a special. That's much better because we'll actually get to see him in real time. I was worried they were going to do a PR job for the White House and just make him look good in the edit, because that's what we've seen him do in the past. This president has actually notoriously avoided difficult or at all critical interviews and heavily favored, one, he's given far fewer interviews, and two, heavily favored extremely friendly softball interviews in controlled settings. So it'll be good to see him again. But I mean, he can't really do any worse, I guess, is the best you could say. But even then, I don't think people will really be reassured just because he does one interview that's okay. I mean, we saw what we saw, and even if and this is true for a lot of older people, and again, there's no shame in this. There's no shame in aging. It's just the clinging to power that's the problem. They
Yeah.
have better moments and worse moments. So even if this interview captures him in a sharper, more lucid state, that's ultimately not reassuring when you know he's going to still be having days like he had on the debate stage where he can hardly string a sentence together and looks like he barely knows where he is and is struggling to stay awake.